Imagine a time when the deepest truths weren't found in books or debates, but whispered from the very fabric of night itself, within the mysterious theater of dreams itself. What if our ancestors held a secret, a lost art to unlock divine wisdom from the sleeping mind, a method that shaped destinies and guided empires? Welcome to Echoes of Time, where we delve into the forgotten pages of history to unearth the enigmatic practice of dream incubation, a profound quest for foresight and healing that transcends our modern understanding. In an age long past, when the veil between worlds felt thin, when the sacred and the mundane were not so sharply divided, humanity sought profound wisdom not through logical discourse or empirical observation, but within the mysterious realm of dreams. These weren't merely subconscious ramblings, fleeting images born of daily anxieties. For our ancestors, dreams were perceived as direct conduits to divine oracular messages, visions capable of reshaping individual destinies and dictating the very course of nations. This wasn't a fringe belief, but a cornerstone of ancient spirituality and practicality, a sophisticated method of communication with higher powers. The practice itself, known as dream incubation, was a carefully orchestrated art, a ritualistic journey designed to invite vivid, prophetic dreams. It promised direct communication with deities, offering glimpses into future truths and solutions to earthly woes. This forgotten art was deeply embedded in the spiritual landscapes of some of the most influential civilizations, from the sun-drenched plains of Mesopotamia to the fertile banks of the Nile and the rocky shores of ancient Greece. Consider the hallowed temples of ancient Greece. Here, supplicants yearning for insight or healing would undertake journeys to sacred sanctuaries, places revered as thresholds between the mortal and the divine. Within these sites, they would prepare themselves for a profound encounter, often sleeping in specially designated chambers known as abata. These were not mere dormitories, but sacred spaces, purified and charged with spiritual energy, where the boundary between wakefulness and the dream world was deliberately thinned. Healing sanctuaries, like the renowned one at Epidaurus, became famous epicenters for this practice, drawing individuals from all walks of life, each seeking a divine dream to guide their path, cure their ailments, or illuminate their future. But the practice was not confined to Greece. Its echoes resounded across the ancient world. In the sacred sites of Egypt, priests and pharaohs alike would engage in similar rituals, believing that their dreams held messages from the gods themselves, dictating matters of state, guiding military campaigns, and ensuring the prosperity of the empire. And in Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, the practice was so entrenched that detailed guides, like the remarkable Assyrian Dream-Book, were meticulously compiled. These ancient texts did not just record dreams, but provided elaborate instructions for their interpretation, serving as vital manuals for understanding the symbolic language of the divine. Accounts from ancient historians, such as Herodotus, further testify to the widespread belief and profound societal impact of interpreting these sacred visions, illustrating how dream incubation wasn't just a personal quest for enlightenment, but often dictated crucial decisions of state and personal well-being across these powerful civilizations. The journey of an individual seeking an incubated dream was often arduous and deeply spiritual. It began with meticulous preparation, a period of intense fasting, purifying the body and mind from earthly distractions, cleansing the vessel to be receptive to divine influx. This was often followed by elaborate purification rituals involving ceremonial baths, anointing with sacred oils, and the donning of special garments, all designed to shed the mundane and prepare the self for a sacred encounter. Finally, specific offerings were made to the invoked deity, whether it be a healing god, a prophetic oracle, or a protective spirit. Gifts intended to show devotion and invite favor, creating a sacred covenant between the supplicant and the divine. Only after this rigorous preparation would the individual lay down within the designated abaton, or sacred space, surrendering themselves to sleep, consciously inviting a dream that would bring clarity, healing, or prophecy. The expectation was profound. The belief system was deeply integrated into the very fabric of society. It was not merely superstition, a fleeting belief held by the uneducated, but a sophisticated method of seeking guidance from higher powers, understood and practiced by commoners seeking cures for their afflictions, and by kings desiring strategic foresight for their empires. The societal impact was immense. These dreams, once interpreted by specialized priests or dream interpreters, could dictate anything from the construction of a new temple to the declaration of war, from a family's decision to move to a personal choice of spouse. But how did this ancient practice truly work? What can the whispers of dream incubation tell us about the human mind and the enduring nature of human spirituality? In our modern age, with its emphasis on scientific inquiry and rational explanation, scholars and researchers offer compelling yet wonderfully diverse perspectives. They challenge us to look beyond simplistic labels and delve into the profound complexity of this forgotten art. One prevailing theory suggests that dream incubation was a powerful form of autosuggestion, a sophisticated psychological tool honed over millennia. In this view, the elaborate ritualistic preparation, the fasting, the purification, the specific offerings, the journey to a sacred site, served to deeply prime the supplicant's subconscious mind. By consciously focusing their intent, by shedding daily distractions and imbuing the act of dreaming with immense significance, individuals created an expectation so potent that it would naturally lead to vivid, memorable dreams. These dreams, though perhaps born from the individual's own subconscious needs and desires, would then be interpreted through established cultural frameworks and religious narratives, making them seem undeniably divine or prophetic. This framework could foster a powerful placebo effect, particularly in healing sanctuaries, where the belief in a divine cure delivered through a dream could genuinely alleviate symptoms or provide profound psychological clarity and peace of mind. The mind, convinced of its divine message, would then work to manifest the expected outcome, blurring the lines between belief and physiological reality. Another fascinating perspective posits that dream incubation tapped into what Carl Jung termed the collective unconscious, a reservoir of universal experiences, symbols, and archetypes shared by all humanity. Through the rituals and the focused intent, individuals might have been able to access these deep, shared layers of the psyche, allowing them to tap into a universal wisdom through symbolic dream narratives. In this interpretation, the dreams weren't necessarily direct messages from a specific deity, but rather expressions of profound, innate human understanding, presented in archetypal forms that transcended individual experience. These symbols, common across cultures and millennia, would be universally recognized and interpreted within the specific cultural and religious context of the dream incubator, providing guidance that felt profoundly ancient and wise, resonating with a deeper truth present within the collective human spirit. Yet, a more mystical view persists, suggesting that these practices genuinely opened channels to altered states of consciousness, transcending purely psychological explanations. This perspective argues that the rigorous preparation, the spiritual environment, and the fervent belief could induce a state where the mind became uniquely receptive to genuine spiritual or even prophetic experiences. Perhaps, some theorize, these rituals, combined with the power of focused intention and belief, could even influence neurochemical processes in the brain, enhancing dream recall, intensifying the vividness of the dreams, and making them feel profoundly real and significant. This could have facilitated experiences that felt authentically transcendent, offering glimpses of future events or profound spiritual insights that extended beyond the realm of mere psychology, touching upon something truly unexplainable by current scientific paradigms. The debate continues to echo through the halls of academia and the minds of spiritual seekers. Was dream incubation ultimately a sophisticated psychological tool, a gateway to the collective unconscious, a genuine spiritual conduit, or perhaps something else entirely, a convergence of all these possibilities? Unearthing this lost art offers us far more than just a glimpse into ancient spiritual practices. It provides a fascinating window into humanity's enduring quest for meaning, foresight, and connection to something greater than ourselves. It challenges our modern perceptions of reality, forcing us to reevaluate the power of the sleeping mind and the profound depth of human belief and experience. The stories etched in ancient texts, the ruins of hallowed sanctuaries, and the very structure of our dreams continue to whisper across the ages. They remind us that for much of human history, the boundary between the physical and the spiritual, between waking life and the dream world, was not a barrier, but a permeable membrane, a portal to profound wisdom. As we stand at the crossroads of ancient mystery and modern inquiry, we are left to ponder, what secrets still lie hidden within the depths of our own dreaming minds, waiting for us to relearn how to listen?